Hey, how's it going? Super Show going live with Kyle's Famous. Let's see, how do we do this? I think we're gonna have to adjust the volume manually. So apparently there's no voice in this game, so it's not like I mean, it's kind of like Stanley Parable, but it's also text-based, so we'll be narrating this journey. Let's see. Let's go to -8. That's way too low. Okay. That should be good. Maybe. Also, I like how we just started, we just finished streaming Darksiders 2. And then we had, you know, we decided, hey, how about we don't? So let's play something new. Let's play something different. Let's have a good time. But yeah, let me take care of Discord notifications first, and then we'll fix this right up, you know? I can already tell this is going to be a chill time. My immersion. Also, thanks to Pug the Destroyer 4 for the follow last stream. That was appreciated. But yeah, we're continuing this. What time is it? 1:17? I don't know when we finished Darksiders, but yeah, it's gonna join the ranks of Horizon Zero Dawn eventually. I'm sure there's other unfinished games that we haven't done, but I do plan on going back to those. Also, I don't think there's a category for this game, so that's why we're in the games and demos. And it's not prohibited, so there should be no shenanigans here. And it's also free to play, so that's nice. Also, the cave. Okay. Cool. Alright. So get rid of that. I mean, we'll probably go back to Darksiders. I don't know, I'm a masochist. And I do want to finish it. But it's just so, I don't know. I got tired. It's like, alright. Because they showed me that spire, and I was like, alright, you know, maybe I'm sure it was no big deal. It's just the way it looks. Triggered something in me, I guess. I don't know. Don't show me towers. And then I'll play the game. I don't know. Making a joke here. Alright, Kyle is Famous by John Zimansky. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But Effie recommended this. Well, I mean, they're interested in playing it. And I think they're going to play on Saturday, so hopefully they're not tuning in right now. Also, good morning. I'll be waiting here. How's it going? We're just getting things set up before we start this journey into this very chill game with 21 endings. Okay, that automatically captured. Nice. Let's put this down there. Get rid of display capture. Just having my first coffee of the day. Nice. Coffee's good. 21 endings. It's, I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to get to an ending, but we'll see how expensive this game is. It's free to play, so should be a good time. Doki Doki was free to play. I know nothing of this game besides whatever they posted on the Steam store page. But yeah, I think we're good. I think we're okay to start. Kyle's Famous, but I'm not good. Alright, hold on. Let me clean my glasses. It's all sweaty up in here. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just Texas heat, you know. It's just. But I thought there was a blizzard cold front, but it's not. I don't know. It's not working, or maybe the air conditioner's working, keeping the cold out, like a good air conditioner should. You know. Is this where you find out where Effie was trolling you? Oh no. That she's actually played this game and that she knows everything and she's actually watching. Oh no. Tell me that's not the case. Yep, 21. Alright. There's only one good ending. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up with Late with Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year, and the public has noticed. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Oh. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcasts. Okay. So, like, regular talk shows. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Oh boy. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Well then. Enjoy. Thanks, Effie. I don't know about you, but Kyle's beginning to do my head in. Oh no. What don't you like about Kyle? Start preparing. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Wither away, exit the bed. Why don't we wither away first? Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Shucks! Kyle's now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Get out of bed anyways. Oh. Okay. So we're a ghost now. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Open closet, sit at desk, scavenge, exit bedroom to hallway. That's scavenge. Can't we even scavenge as a ghost? Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for bugs or gossip. Let's try bugs. Kyle started to pick between the fuzz of his bedroom carpet, hoping to catch a stray beetle or two. Alright. Soon he had a small handful of various insects, dead and alive. Eat immediately, save for later use. We're gonna save it. Oh god, the sound effects. Time until interview 23 hours, damn. Kyle stashed the wriggling mask for later use. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. We scavenge. What about sitting at the desk? Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Write notes, checking desk drawer. Kyle opened up the side drawer on his desk and grabbed one of the items stored there. Small key or assorted change. I want the key. Kyle grabbed a small key he kept in his desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Where's the guitar music? I missed it. Is it because we died? What happened? Write notes for interview. I mean, we're a ghost, so does this change things? Kyle wrote down his first question. How? Are you a mother? Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Let's see. Let's go with Are you a mother? Let's kind of, I don't know. Let's see where this goes. Kyle wrote down his second question. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed or blended? Oh, gross. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Let's kind of keep it straight for the interview. Kyle wrote down his third question. What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. Yeah, even in depth, I think Kyle seems a bit overrated as an interviewer. Just maybe. 15 hours. So does every action cost an hour then? Seems like it. Kyle wrote down his last question. What's your guilty pleasure? Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? Guilty pleasure. Kyle ripped his page of notes out of the notebook and got up from the desk. Kyle made his way over his desk and sat down. Alright. Back to room. I mean, there was something else in the desk drawer, right? Yeah, we'll get that next time. We'll do one thing at a time. Let's open the closet. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Choose an outfit, back to bedroom. Outfit. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Jeans and swimming goggles, skunk pasties, slick suit of armor. You know, we're JPChivalry. We like armor. Kyle was unsure of what exactly caused him to decide to wear his armor, but it felt like the right thing to do. Armor. After much squeezing and sweating, Kyle managed to wrap the metal suit around his dumpy self. Oh boy. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. I guess we go to the hallway. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms of his apartment together. Check the locked door, leave apartment, move to kitchen, return to bedroom. Check the locked door. Maybe that's what the key is for. The rhyming. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door is locked from the inside. Oh. Force the door with forehead. Float through as ghosts? Well, we have that option. Kyle used his ghostly powers to walk straight through the door. Go inside. Kyle found himself in the room he stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Check sewing machine. Kyle walked over to the dilapidated sewing machine. Its box was only half removed. Sew bug puppets. Kyle started sewing dead bugs together to make a small actuated finger puppets. Uh-oh. Kyle hurried to the set. Per normal, he ceased to be a ghost before he arrived. It's totally normal. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. She smiled. She does smile. Approach Rachel. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. Kyle responded. Scream and spin in circles. I mean, we just have our ghostly powers. I guess that's normal. So let's answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are most welcome, guest. Shake hands. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their place for the broadcast. Oh god. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Start broadcast. I really hope we have the option to do this later. Let's start the broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Introduce Rachel. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. In response, Kyle collapsed on the floor. Oh no. From a combination of stressful preparation and not eating anything, Kyle has passed out. Oh. Nobody in the studio quite knew what to do with him. They began to poke Kyle in the back to see if he moved. After a while, they ended the broadcast, shut off the lights, and went home. Kyle was left face first on the floor, and Kyle prepared by starving himself. He's a ghost. Why does he need to eat anything? Well, he wasn't a ghost then, but I guess he still needs to eat. Kyle is a strange person. How long did that take? 15 minutes? Alright. Well, there's probably a long intro, so I didn't check the start time. But yeah, 30 actions. 21 endings. So we should totally eat. Kyle's a bit of a mess, yeah. So we should totally eat something. But let's continue this ghost puppet thing. So I'm gonna guess the text stays the same, but wither away. Shucks. Or ghost. Alright, so scavenge. Bugs. Save for later. I guess for the ghost puppets, we just need to go back to the hallway, right? Because we didn't find a use for the key or anything. So yeah, let's do that. Actually, the closet, right? We have to get our outfit. Start here, let me see his hanging shirts. Suit of armor. We'll keep that the same. Back to room. Bedroom. Locked door. Ghost. Go inside. Sewing machine. bug puppets. Bug puppet for each finger. Name them after guests he had an interview on a show. Did that? Was that the same? Back to the hallway. Alright, let's go to the kitchen and actually eat something. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Open fridge. Kyle opened the fridge intending to find something to eat. Prepare breakfast, eat condiments, eat the fridge, eat crust on fridge wall. Well, how big of an appetite does Kyle have? Can he eat the fridge? No, well, yeah, you know, maybe condiments? Some ketchup, mayonnaise. It's always sunny diet. Kyle started to grab condiments from the fridge, squirting them into his mouth with both hands. Okay. The rate at which ketchup, soy sauce, and other items entered Kyle's mouth soon overrode his ability to swallow. Kyle spewed the excess condiments across the kitchen, covering the furniture and walls. Kyle continued until all the condiments had been emptied. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Oh, we only have 1 hour. Let's check the pantry. Kyle wanted to access the pantry, but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Oh, okay. Well, that's lovely. that eating sound. So we need the small key for that. Back to kitchen. Hurry to set. Sitting across the room. It's her. Politely. Shake hands. More. Start the broadcast. See how long we last. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing. Glad to be here. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. I think this is new, yeah. In a shock, Kyle realized he had never bothered to prepare any notes for the interview. Oh, we're doing terribly. Knowing he had the eyes of millions upon him, Kyle came up with a solution quickly. The ball of bugs. Blame Rachel for lack of notes. Run away. Play dead. Did we reveal? Well, I guess that's playing dead. That's not actually being dead. Let's produce the ball of bugs. Well, Rachel, said Kyle, I wanted to show this to you. Kyle produced the ball of bugs he had accumulated from his bedroom floor. Rachel took several beats to figure out what Kyle was holding in his hands. A look of horror crossed her face. Kyle, what on earth is that? She asked. Is it alive? Maybe, said Kyle. Here, watch this. Kyle, staring at Rachel, opened his mouth wide and slowly inserted the gooey ball of bugs. That's gross. As Rachel watched, obviously unsettled, Kyle began to chew very slowly and intently. Attempting to swallow, Kyle coughed several times, covering Rachel in partially chewed bugs. Where is this going? Rachel sat stock still, processing what had happened. More. Kyle finished swallowing and opened his mouth to show that there were no bugs left. Well, that was satisfying, he said, smiling widely at the camera. Rachel got out of her seat and left the studio, and Kyle prepared by eating bugs. So we have to eat something, and we have to prepare the notes. And we have to wear clothing, right? So that's the eating bugs ending. Alright. But that wasn't the puppets. I guess, okay. What happens when we start with the puppets? Reset. Wither away. Shucks. Get out of bed. I feel like we have to... Can't say I blame her for walking off in disgust, right? Let's scavenge. Bugs. More. Save for later. Back. Oh, we can eat the bugs. Oh, okay. That's our meal. Our quick meal. I see. But we only have enough time to, like, do certain stuff, right? Choose an outfit, armor, more. Back to room. Locked door, ghost, go inside. Sewing machine, sew puppet. Back to room. Back to hallway. Move to kitchen. Open fridge. I guess we can eat something different though. this time. There was also an option to prepare breakfast. Right. I guess we could do that. But that takes... The thing is, like, it takes time to, like, get to the kitchen. So it's a matter of spending less hours, less moves. Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage. Wow. Smash. Or eat. We need to eat something. I don't know if we want to smash, but I want to smash. Let's smash. Let me smash. Why does he move so slowly? In an hour to move from bedroom to hallway and an hour to move from the hallway to the kitchen? That's, you know, maybe that gets answered. We gotta figure it out. There's a mystery afoot. Also, I like how we got the email from Streamlabs about our last stream. Smashes breakfast to a pulp using both fists. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Uh-oh. No, we shouldn't have done that. Well, hopefully the bug puppet thing takes precedence. Float through side door. Found himself in the room he stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Oh, okay, it's the same room. Damn. Well, let's leave the apartment. How it hurt set. Approach Rachel. Politely shake hands. More. Bug puppets. Kyle slipped his bug puppets onto his fingers. Hello, everybody, he said, wiggling the puppet he had named after himself. I'm Kyle. And I'm Rachel, Kyle screamed, wiggling of a different finger. You're so much better than me. I know, Rachel, Kyle wiggled. He looked meaningfully at the human Rachel. Said one of Kyle's other puppets. I'm super fat, and Kyle interviewed me last week. And I'm super irritating, said another finger. Not very attractive. Oh no. Rachel stared at Kyle, incredibly disoriented. Kyle, she asked, what are those puppets made out of? Kyle thrust both hands at Rachel's face, puppets pointed at her eyes. We aren't puppets, Rachel, he said, scrunching his fingers up and down. We're real people. Or I guess, yeah, I did that wrong. Rachel plucked the puppet that Kyle had said was her off of his finger. Gotcha. Kyle, she exclaimed. This is several dead bugs patched together. Accept us, Rachel, said Kyle, scrunching. We need acceptance. Rachel exited her chair and walked out of frame. In a moment, she returned with the bag. She plucked each puppet off of Kyle's hands and tossed them in the bag. Kyle, leave the bugs alone next time, she said. Rachel left the frame again, bringing the bag of puppets along with her. Kyle, suddenly by himself, wasn't sure what to do. After a few minutes of hemming and hawing, Kyle resorted to telling jokes for the remainder of the broadcast. Fans did not notice much difference between this and previous episodes. Wow, so that's just a normal day, huh? Kyle prepared an average episode. Interesting. Alright. Well, 10 minutes, we got 2 endings. It's not bad. This might go quickly, We just have to figure out the different combinations. But yeah, I guess we eat the bugs, we prepare the nuts, we get an outfit. What else do we need for, the perfect interview? I love how insulting your guest with dead bugs is an average episode. I don't know what this world is like, but I guess. So let's reset. Alright, well we'll still be a ghost. Still wither. Get to bed. But I wonder if that costs us time. It probably costs us time, so we probably shouldn't do that. So we don't scavenge, but we do sit at the desk. Actually, we should have scavenged, right? Because then we just eat the bugs. Do one with the cringiest questions as possible? Okay. We'll do that this time. But I also want the key, so I'm kind of curious. Small key, assorted change. Okay. So that's what else was in there. Write notes. Cringiest questions. Is your mother a mother? That's probably going to be the third option, right? Wrote down a second question. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Or maybe beef mashed or blended. Let's try that. This third question. Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a puppy. Yeah, that's totally bad. Kyle wrote down his last question. Are you guilty? Are you guilty? Ripped his page of notes. Back to desk. Alright. Back to room. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. I want the armor. When does the armor come into play? I wonder. More. Okay. Back to... So we don't have to go to the other room anymore, because that's where the sewing kit was, right? Exit bedroom to hallway, go to kitchen, check pantry, unlock with small key. Pantry door locked, creaked as if it hadn't moved for years, but eventually opened. Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard. Interesting. Do you think there's an ending where you have to joust for your life? Genital jousting? Maybe. Or maybe we have to wear the armor to like protect ourselves from like a assassino or something. Ignore the pantry for now. Chug a bottle of lard. Grab a bottle of lard. I feel like... Because if we don't eat something, I don't think the questions happen. So I want to see the questions. So chug a bottle. Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all the fat within a minute. Chug it. Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick. Vomit on the floor and stop. Chug it. Kyle's vomit and the lard were mixing in a way to make it hard to tell which was which. Finish off the pantry. Oh god. Kyle finished the last bottle of lard. He felt a wave of accomplishment come over him. Good job, Kyle. I can't hear you, but I'm here. Hey, Effie. Well, you know, we just, thanks for bed. I guess, thanks for stopping by. Alright. To farm channel points. That's fair. Also, squeaky chair. Hi, here, I'm waiting. Oh, man. As Kyle finished the last bottle of lard, he felt a wave of accomplishment, returned to kitchen. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen. Turned a hallway, open fridge. Well, we only have 1 hour. I think we already checked everything in the pantry, right? Open pantry, yeah. Okay. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up. Kyle responded. I mean, I mean, let's scream and spin in circles. Kyle started to stretch out his arms wide, tilted his neck upwards, and was interrupted by his producer telling him that Rachel that it was time to start the show. Oh, okay. So that just just kills time. Start the interview. Start the broadcast. Introduce Rachel. Kyle vomited all of the horrible things he had eaten earlier onto the floor. Rachel looked at Kyle concerned, gave a couple coughs, and decided to play it cool and keep the show running. Kyle stopped, then vomited again, then continued with a shaky voice. Tonight I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle. Glad to be here. Interesting. So no food? So we are going to pass out, maybe? Very ready. Very ready. Produce the notes he had taken earlier. Let's start with, is your mother a mother? Start off easy. So, said Kyle, my mother is my mother. My mother's mother is her mother, and my mother's mother. And many mothers have mother's mother's mother. Is your mother a mother? Rachel went to answer and stopped. I believe, she said eventually, that I should answer yes. Kyle asked another question. Beef, mash or blended? A burning question. From the fans, said Kyle, beef, do you prefer mashed or blended? Rachel answered quickly and honestly, oh no. Mashed. Alright. Alright. And no more was said on that matter. Are you guilty? Guilty was the last one, right? Kyle asked another question. I purposely ran over a puppy. Hey, I ran over a puppy on purpose, said Kyle. Everyone in the studio froze. Kyle spread his hands out wide. It's a joke! He started laughing from the bottom of his stomach. Oh god. Nobody laughed with Kyle. 7 minutes later, he stopped laughing and moved on. Kyle asked another question. Are you guilty? Rachel, are you guilty? Kyle threw his questions on the floor, stood up, and pointed at her. Rachel's eye twitched slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? She smiled disingenuously. What? Monk asked. Guilty, spat Kyle, of your crimes. I'm waiting here. Oh god. Rachel did not answer. Her eyelids both started twitching uncontrollably. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return? She asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Why exactly did you decide to wear a suit of armor today? She's guilty. I'm guilty. I'm Oh, man. Well, we got through the questions. So now I guess we just pick new questions and then... I don't know. Suit of armor. Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. What? Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. What? Interesting. Kyle prepared very well. Amidst all that, we performed very well. Now I'm very curious what the straight man version is. Congrats. We did a good job, but something's missing. Is it the explanation for the ghost powers? Interesting. Alright, wither away. Shucks. So that wastes 3 hours. So we shouldn't be a ghost. But it's very useful, I think. I don't know. So let's scavenge. So we ate the lard. That's all that was in the closet, right? So let's gossip resources. Resources is new, right? Or bugs. Curious. If we do resources, then I guess we eat a breakfast. Just a regular breakfast. Also, that was my alarm. Kyle began to comb through the damp piles of filth and mold on his floor in search of helpful items. After finding and eating a few bits of crumbs and old cheese, Kyle found something much more important. Indeed, it was the corpse of Harry, a friend that had gone missing years ago while at Kyle's house. Kyle was glad to see him again, but was unsure of whether to interrupt such an important day with Harry business. You know, I feel like we gotta go and get ready to work. Sounds good. They stopped by waiting. I'll catch you later. Enjoy the rest of the stream, my dude. Will do. We'll figure out how to get the perfect ending. Let's deal with Harry, you know? Let's see what we gotta do. Maybe this is the missing thing. Wedding. That's a new one. I know, my accent. But yeah. Have a good one waiting. I gotta enunciate my words. Kyle hoisted Harry onto his shoulder and took him outside. Kyle began dragging Harry's body down the street, drawing many, many stares. Kyle knew exactly where he needed to take Harry's corpse. And lava equals hard. Words are hard, and lava equals hot. Those are the two things that we know to be true. Oh, man. Lava's very hot. Still haven't found more lava, but plenty of pits in Darksiders 2. Kyle knew exactly where he needed to take Harry's corpse on a lovely play date. Just the two of them. Oh, there's no more timer. So I guess we're just ignoring the interview by doing this. Kyle and Harry started at the arcade. Kyle used Harry's arms to operate the joysticks and push buttons. After 5 or 6 different games, the two friends had enough tickets for a single candy bar. It's like a weekend at Bernie's type of thing. They took their prize to the local park for eating. Kyle tried to feed some of the chocolate bar to Harry, but Harry seemed to not have an appetite. After eating, Kyle noticed a nearby playground. He dragged Harry over. Kyle tried to figure out a way to swing Harry on the swing set, but lacking the ability to grip, Harry kept falling out. Instead, Kyle started to lug Harry to the top of the slide and shove him down time and time again. Finally, Kyle took Harry to the movies to see as many popular films as their pocket change allowed. Kyle quickly found that he had no pocket change, so he searched through Harry's corpse until he found his wallet. Kyle brought 2 tickets to a love romance. After getting inside, Kyle left Harry to go find a restroom. By the time Kyle had finished using the restroom, he had forgotten that he had brought Harry along. Kyle watched a love romance by himself. Harry's corpse sat on a bench in the atrium. While Kyle was in the movie, a beautiful thing happened. Harry's corpse, imbued with the power of friendship and love, was reanimated. Interesting. Harry's old rotten flesh gained color and life. His fingernails regrew. His missing eye came back. By the time the movie was over, Harry was able to greet Kyle with a large, friendly hug as his old self. Aww. Kyle was confused but delighted that his long-lost friend met him on his way out of the theater. The two made plans to get drinks together and parted ways for the day. Kyle returned home, forgetting about the interview with Rachel. Kyle helped a friend. Well, that makes me wonder if we should get the change, then. I don't know if we should be a ghost. Let's exit bed. Sit at Dex, check in desk drawer. Flashlight. Interesting. So we couldn't get that before because we were a ghost, I guess? Sort of change. We got the change. Back to room. Scavenge. Resources. More. Harry. Deal with Harry. Alright. 2 friends had enough tickets. Harry seemed to not have an appetite. Okay. As their pocket change allowed. Kyle quickly found they had no pocket change. What? But we got the change. Alright, well, I'm guessing this is going to be the same ending. So we never deal with Harry then, I guess. Alright. Well, good to know. So what's the flashlight for then? But actually, yeah, let's do the straight man interview. So sit at desk, write notes. Are you a mother? For some diet tips. What's your funniest story? What's your guilty pleasure? Back to room. I guess we eat the bugs, because we're trying to be efficient here, right? Bugs. But maybe that causes us to vomit again. I don't know. Let's try. Kyle threw back his head and crammed the sticky, wriggling mask into his mouth. He felt refreshed. Okay. Okay, so it's a bad meal if it's got the X. Okay. So then we should eat breakfast then. Regular breakfast. Open the closet. Choose a shirt. Slick suit. Yeah, so the suit of armor thing never came up. So I guess the outfit doesn't change anything, unless it's like these two that affect things. Slick suit. Chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks. Kyle returned to the side of the bedroom. So we did everything, right? As far as that goes. Exit bedroom to hallway. We already ate. We already got our notes. We got our outfit. Leave the apartment. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long pondering look around him. Tech store. Our downstairs neighbor. Downstairs neighbor? Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Greet and start conversation. Consume Gabby. Scream and spin. Okay. Let's greet. Good morning, neighbor, said Kyle cheerfully. Gabby looked at Kyle expectantly. Ask Gabby about Kyle. Ask Gabby about Rachel. Ask Gabby about Gabby. About Rachel? Gabby, Kyle asked, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Oh, Rachel, Gabby said. She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad. Gabby trailed off, not meeting Kyle's eyes. After several uncomfortable minutes of silence, Kyle turned around and left. Kyle walked out into the middle of the street, in the middle of the road, and took a long pondering look around him. What is the tech store? Kyle walked into a clean white tech. Hey, Prolu Tenon 966, how's it going? What's up, how are you doing? I've watched your... Oh, is that a robot? It's probably a robot. Let's, you know... I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's not a robot. That's probably a robot. It seems like it starts with that type of line. But maybe I'm judging too early. I don't know. Oh yeah, definitely a robot. That answers that. West Pleasant comment is awesome though. Kyle's famous. About to do graphic elements? Yep, sure you are. My friend. Goodbye. I mean, I think that's what it is, right? Alright. Also, what's going on here? I keep getting a Steam notification. Alright, I guess we're fine. Back to the game. Check in Discord. Thanks, Effie, for the shout out. Oh man. And yeah, alright. Kyle walked into the clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot with flashing lights. Ask attendant for free samples. Steal Techno Jim. Let's ask for samples. Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples to important customers. Oh, we don't have enough time. Sitting across from his host, as Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Okay, answer politely, because scream and spin in circles does nothing. And I as well, Rachel. You're our most welcome guest. Okay. Okay. So if we have a bad meal, then we vomit. Okay. Good to know. Just have to keep the show running. Smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle. She said, I'm glad to be here. Very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes. Are you a mother? Rachel, I and many others would love to know. Are you a mother? Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered. That's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his paper of questions. Kyle asked another question. What are some diet tips? Rachel, you managed to keep such a thin and healthy figure, said Kyle. What is your best diet tip? Well, a good diet starts with a plan, answered Rachel. And don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. It's good advice. But, she continued, that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. She smiled. Kyle looked at his flabby self, decided to not comment, and moved on. Kyle asked another question. What's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle. What's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. What? Rachel laughed elegantly. Kyle decided to move on. Rachel asked another question. Kyle asked another question. What's your guilty pleasure? We all have one. What's your guilty pleasure? Ooh, well, that's an easy answer, said Rachel. Dipping pickles in chocolate sauce. Gross. Who am I to judge? It might sound strange, but it's tangy and sweet at the same time. I eat it far too often. Rachel smiled sweetly. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together. Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down, the broadcast was over. Kyle returned home, knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, something was still missing. Very well. Okay. So, even a straight man interview. Just getting comfortable. Straight man interview does nothing. That just gets us the very well. Alright. So what do we do? Exit the bed. I don't think we scavenge. Maybe change. We need change. Check in desk drawer. What happens if we... Well, no, let's do the other questions, I guess. Just see if that triggers something. Sort of change. Back to desk. Write notes. Am I a mother? Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Do you ever smile? And do you feel guilty? Okay. Back to room, open the closet, choose an outfit. Skunk pasties? Kyle chose pasties made of mashed skunk flesh. Getting the slimy garments to stay proved difficult, so Kyle opted to stick them to his body with hot glue. Kyle returned to the center. Okay, so we're a skunk. I think that's it for this, right? Move to kitchen. Open fridge. Prepare breakfast. Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast along with a small fruit cup and grilled sausage. Oh, didn't we eat that? Oh, we smashed it, right? Oh, God. Please. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed. Okay, return to hallway. Leave apartment. Tech store. Buy batteries with change. Okay. I guess, but we never, like, free sample. I guess we'll buy batteries. Kyle counted out $1.98 in pennies and nickels and traded them for a small packet of batteries. Back to tech shop. I guess it's free samples. See if that can happen. Kyle asked the store attendant whether or not they offered any free samples. The attendant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Damn, we didn't get a free sample. Okay. Approach Rachel. Scream and spin in circles. I mean, for the most part, this has been straight. But then again, what happens if we spin in circles while we have the skunk? Tilt his neck upwards and was interrupted by his producer. Oh, so we don't get the opportunity. Okay, is that what happened last time? Oh, we should have shook hands then. Damn. Introduce Rachel. And my mother. Rachel and my mother. Kyle looked at her very seriously. Rachel was visibly very unsure of how to respond. Well, Kyle, I think you might be a better source of answering that question than I am. But do you think I'm a mother? Asked Kyle, pushing further. Rachel paused for a second before answering. I think you inspire youth to pursue STEM fields, she answered. Kyle asked another question. Do you ever smile? Do you ever smile? Like, seriously? Kyle spat his question out viciously. Rachel stopped smiling. Oh no. If you're gonna be on the show, you need to smile, okay? Said Kyle, not smiling. You're here to get views, and you'll get more views if you smile. Here, I'll show you how. Kyle turned to the camera and gave the audience a huge teeth clench, bug-eyed grimace. Rachel nodded and obviously wanted to move on. So that's uncomfortable. What if we choose all the uncomfortable questions? So, do you smile? Guilty? What else? I think the straight man ones are wrong. Interesting. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Hey, Rachel, ever eaten a raw egg whole? Asked Kyle. Like shell no? Asked Rachel. Kyle continued, I have, like a lot. It's really bad though, so sometimes I spit it back up. There was a silence. But actually it gets easier the more you do it, continued Kyle, without losing momentum. So don't start, I say. Rachel chose not to answer and look in another direction. Kyle asked another question. Do you feel guilty? Rachel, do you feel guilty? Asked Kyle, hitting her with a hard question. Rachel raised her eyebrows. About what specifically, Kyle? Things in general. Life. Rachel did not answer immediately. I think she said that everyone has things they regret, but those things aren't always what others would expect. Rachel folded her hands in her lap and didn't have anything more to say. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his paper. Well, Rachel? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time. What on earth are you wearing? Are they made of skunks? Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. So that was a very well. Okay. There's something with the questions. So let's exit. Set at task. Write notes. And my mother doesn't make her smile, right? Right, whole doesn't make her smile. Do you ever smile? Are you guilty? Maybe that's the order. Check in desk drawer. Because there was a flashlight too, right? Kyle grabbed the flashlight, but after jiggling the switch, he found out it was out of batteries. Okay. So that's why we need the change. So Kyle scooped up the scattered change around the desk. Back to room. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Gyms and swimming goggles. Fashion forward, casual style. He could barely see out of the goggles. Kitchen, fridge, breakfast, eat, hallway, leave, tech store, buy batteries. Kyle counted, insert into flashlight. Kyle crammed the batteries into his flashlight. Interesting. So we got that. Kyle heard to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. So what's the... Oh, the goggles, right. Answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greetings. You're a most welcome guest. Okay. Glad to be here. Very ready. So am I mother? Hey Red, how's it going? Maybe it's the other mother question that we gotta ask. I'm just trying to conduct a very good interview, and I don't know. We've done well, but not perfectly. Ever eaten a raw egg whole? Oh no, it was the do you ever smile, right? I think it's the do you smile. She stopped smiling. I just woke up, but so far things are going pretty well. That's good. How goes The Witcher? I know I can't watch, but happy to lurk. Rachel nodded and obviously want to move on. I think eat the raw egg, right? Because then she doesn't smile. We're trying to make our guests not smile, because I'm curious what happens. Because there's something manga-esque about her. Also, this game is something that I think Effie's going to play on Saturday, so I want to get a jump start, kind of see what the deal was. But we got 5 endings so far. And Witcher was going pretty well yesterday. That's nice. And I'll probably play it in January, maybe February. Definitely next year, not this year. Rachel chose not to answer. Okay. Are you guilty? I know you can't watch it, but the lurks that you've been fighting are great. No problem. Eyes twitch slightly. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? Oh, she does smile. Okay. So maybe... I don't know. Guilty spat of your crimes. That breathing, though. But she smiles. So I thought maybe not that one. Maybe it was the other guilty question. All right, sure. I think that's all I was planning on asking. Why exactly did you decide to wear swimming goggles today? Damn. So we never get more time in the interview. Unless we're not supposed to ask questions. And then she comments on the outfit. Maybe? Something was still missing. Because that's what happened when we, in the first playthrough, right? I don't know. There's an order to things. We gotta figure out what is the right order. Yeah, very well. What do we do? Like, I want the questions thing. I want to figure out what that is all about. So it's, I think it's Am I a Mother? Because I don't know if she smiles during Is a Mother mother. Because I think she laughs it off. While like whole... She smiles here. Guilty pleasure, I think she smiles. I think it's Do You Feel Guilty? Maybe. If this isn't it, then I think we move on to something else. Not another game, but I mean like a different objective. So the battery stuff doesn't matter for the interview. I guess we can... We'll eat breakfast and we'll put on our suit. I guess the suit of armor. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. Right. Slick suit. Back to room. Hallway, kitchen, fridge. I mean, we still have like 2 other options. You have to eat the fridge and eat crust. But although I think those 2 are just gonna make us sick. BRB sounds good. Let's go ahead and eat. The noise is so gross. And all we have is lard in the pantry, so it's like, what do we do there? Let's leave the apartment, visit downstairs neighbor. Let's talk to Gabby. Consume Gabby. Oh man. What happens if we ask Gabby about Kyle? Gabby, Kyle asked very earnestly, how do you feel about me? The dubious expectation on Gabby's face transformed into consternation. Even the worst of men are given grace, Kyle, she replied, though they don't deserve it. What? As she finished her sentence, she gently pushed Kyle away and shut the door. What are we guilty of? Return to street. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long pondering look around him. Visit tech store. Steal techno gym. Damn, not enough time. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her... Right, this is the same. More... Okay. My mother. Because she doesn't smile, right? Every name we're all whole. Do you feel guilty? Okay. Maybe the questions are just, they're a red herring. Smiling one more time. Seem very together. So yeah, maybe we don't prepare interviews. The questions, I mean. Okay. So exit the bed. Change in flashlight, right? Small key is for the pantry, we don't need it. Okay. Open the closet. What if we go naked? What happens then? Open fridge. Let's eat the fridge, I guess. Kyle pointed his neck directly upwards and hoisted the fridge on top of his face. Somehow, miraculously, he wrapped his mouth around the device. He started to swallow. Oh god, still. In one slow, horrible movement, the fridge slid down Kyle's throat. After many gurgles, pops, and snaps, Kyle felt relatively sure the fridge would not come back out. Back to kitchen. Yeah, we're gonna throw up. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen, return to hallway, leave apartment, tech store, buy batteries. Kyle crammed the batteries in his flashlight. Still techno gym. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Gym by the shoulders. Finding that Techno Gym's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to pull upwards forcefully. After several tugs, Techno Gym broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered from right outside. Continue a day. Kyle walked into the middle of the road. Turned to the apartment. Yeah, it's time. Rachel smiled quickly, turned to shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel, uncomfortable, averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuse and exited set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone. By being a nudist? Well, there we go. Okay. So exit bed. Sit at desk. Check drawer. Flashlight. Back to desk. Check drawer. Change. Back to desk. Back to room. Open the closet. Choose an outfit. Suit of armor? Or suit? Probably suit. I think suit of armor costs us more time to do stuff, right? I have to keep track of that. Kitchen. Fridge. Crust. Kyle started scraping the streaks of crud and spots of black mold off the walls of his fridge. After balling up the filth from inside the fridge, Kyle bit into the crusty, moist ball. Several minutes of chewing later, Kyle finished chewing and swallowed the ball whole. Turned all away. Leave apartment. Tech store. Batteries. Flashlight. Tech shop. Steel. Continue a day. Got it. Interview Techno Jim instead? Okay. Well, let's do that. Kyle roughly shoved Rachel out of her seat and placed Techno Jim in her stead. Hello, Techno Jim, said Kyle. I'm gonna interview you today. Kyle grabs Techno Jim's hand and tried to shake it, but instead tore it off the cardboard frame. Kyle's producer, sensing viral media, pulled the bewildered Rachel out of frame and motioned to the crew to go live. Cameraman moved, lights flashed, and suddenly the studio was on air. Hi, I'm Kyle, said Kyle, and tonight I'm going to interview a very special guest. He pointed at Techno Jim, using a dismembered arm. Techno Jim started to smoke from the heat of the lights. Would you like to introduce yourself? Asked Kyle. Knowing Jim would probably not speak, Kyle took it upon himself to be his voice as well. Hail, Kyle. Hi, Kyle. What? He said, raising his voice. My name is Rachel May, and I'm a very special guest. Rachel's expression of confusion turned to shock. Well, Rachel, you look way too thin. It's absolutely terrible, and you should feel ugly. Kyle gave Jim a meaningful stare. Wow, Kyle, he said. I sure wish I could look like you. Techno Jim burst into flames. Instantaneously, the sprinkler system initiated. Curtains of water poured down from the rafters. Within seconds, the production equipment was doused in water that was soon to burst with electrical fires. Kyle's crew abandoned their posts, cameramen, and sound mixers to try to put the fires out. As his crew scrambled around, the cameras continued to run. Kyle sat motionless, staring forward. Eventually, the fires were all put out. Kyle's producer shut off the broadcast, leaving Kyle's vacant stare as the final frame. Kyle's ratings skyrocketed. Techno Jim became a staple on the show, often ending up destroyed by the end of each episode. Although Rachel did not come back on the show, her cardboard portrayal did. Rachel was very popular. Interviewed Rachel. So that has nothing to do with the flashlight, though. I'm curious what the flashlight's for. So... yeah, I guess... exit the bed. Sit at desk. Check desk. Flashlight. Back to desk. Check desk. Change. Back to room. Maybe the flashlight's like for an interview. Another one. Or like instead of the ball of bugs, it's the flashlight. Maybe that's what it is. Open closet. It was really dark. He can only see. Oh, okay. So that's what it's for. Okay. Choose an outfit. Slick suit. Back to room. So we have to come back. Alright, I get it. But I wonder if there's another use for it. So exit to bedroom. Move to kitchen. Open fridge. I mean, these two don't do anything. I think we just regularly eat a meal. Still gross. Return to hallway. Leave apartment. Tech store. Batteries. Flashlight. Back to shop. Ask tenant for free samples. I don't think we've done this, right? Like, it's always been stopped. Tenant gave Kyle a confused and slightly vacant look. Kyle began to beg for a free sample. Wanting Kyle to leave, the tenant grabbed a decrepit phone made for spare parts and held it out. Grab with hand. Kyle took the phone placently from the outstretched hand and said quietly, "Thanks for your service." Kyle now has his phone to use forevermore. What? Interesting. So it's a permanent phone. For every, okay. Back to store. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of ingenuity. Politely. Shake hands. Very ready. Had never bothered to prepare any notes. Play dead. Run away. Okay. So we can't use, like, the flashlight for that. But what happens if we blame Rachel? Rachel, I need to be honest. You're not terribly interesting, and I could not think of what I should ask you. In fact, continued Kyle, I would far rather interview a fish than I would you. And furthermore, said Kyle, I'm not sure I could tell the difference between a you and a fish. Kyle leaned back in his chair and desperately hoped the blame had been shifted adequately. Rachel glowered at Kyle. Kyle glowered back. Rachel left the studio. Kyle no longer had a guess and spent the next 40 minutes staring at the camera silently. Kyle prepared by blaming others. Interesting. But yeah, there's the phone. Oh shit, we can browse. Okay. Alright. We'll do that last. I want to explore. Sit at desk. Just flashlight. Drawer. Change. Back to desk. I wonder if I have to wear something first before I go to the store. Maybe not. I don't know. This world's crazy. But I guess we'll eat something first. Open fridge. Breakfast. Eat. Kitchen. Hallway. Leave. Tech store. Give review a free sample. Oh, because of the phone. Okay, I see. Let's, batteries first. Flashlight. Turn to street. Turn to apartment. Turn to bedroom. Open closet. Inspect with flashlight. Kyle shined his flashlight into his moist cave-like closet that had not seen light in years. After several minutes of searching around with light, Kyle saw something unusual in the back. A small metal box with a large red button set in the back, stamped with a travel time label. Interesting. So we can do more things. Take box for later. What happens with travel time, though? Got bored of the situation and mashed the button, hardly reading the label above. The box hummed and shook, the outside metal grew and hot and slowly curved in on itself. In a moment, it was early in the morning. Kyle had gained several hours of preparation time. Back to bedroom. Damn, okay. This changes things. And we still keep our items and everything. Oh boy. So I wonder, do we have to do everything in a single day? Ugh. Sorry. Getting readjusted. Let's open the closet. Oh, we can only do it once. Damn. Okay. Outfit. I don't know. Kind of curious. Because we need to do enough that we can... I guess in the second trip, that's when we eat. Maybe. This is also 30 hours. It's ridiculous. So far it's a normal day. Suit of armor. So it does like take an extra hour. Okay. Let's see. You already ate. Let's go back and like, I guess we'll leave the apartment and visit tech store, give review. This phone, said Kyle, is several years old and has exposed wires coming out the back. Kyle continued, the phone also has had screen issues after I used the hammer and nails into the wall for painting. Furthermore, when I submerge it in water, I get severely shocked until it runs out of battery. The attendant looked at Kyle, pursed his lips, and said nothing. Feeling he had made his argument, Kyle decided to leave. Okay. Downstairs neighbor. Consume Gabby. That's like a meal thing. I think we scream and spin. Slowly, Kyle started to twirl outside of Gabby's door, arms outstretched. He tilted his neck upwards and let loose a long, passionate, and meaningful scream. As Kyle continued to spin, Gabby shut and locked her door as she did every time Kyle screamed outside her door. Eventually, Kyle ran out of breath and fell over. Guess back to the tech store? No. Back to the apartment. What else is there? Move to kitchen. Right, we need the key. Lock door. Force the door with her forehead. Kyle decided it would be best to try to force the door open with the use of his face. Damn. Right, we never did that. Reached the set. Sitting across from his host's chair was a glamorous woman. So we time traveled. What? Forget her name from amnesia? Well, you. Kyle's ears began to ring from his concussion. Oh, from the okay. Rachel looked at Kyle, slightly confused but continued smiling. Before she noticed a glazed look in Kyle's eyes, the producer approached. Time to get started, he said, putting a hand on Kyle's shoulder. Let's get stationed. Kyle sat in the nearest chair. Rachel, her seat stolen, sat in the host chair. No extra seating. The studio lights brightened and the cameras clicked on. Good morning, everyone, said Kyle. My name is, Kyle made a desperate effort to remember his name, or really anything. Kyle looked at Rachel. Do you know who I am? She asked. Rachel looked back, confused. Who are you? Well, if you're not Kyle, I don't know who you are, Rachel smiled sweetly. Kyle made up his mind that he was probably Kyle. Well, he said, I'm Kyle. A long silence followed. Eventually, Rachel spoke again. And I'm Rachel. Hi, everyone, she waved. Hi, Rachel, said Kyle. So why are you here? Rachel was visibly worried. Haha, funny, she said. Were you planning on asking me any questions? I mean, I don't have any ideas, said Kyle. Kyle kept staring at Rachel. Someone coughed. Kyle looked around and noticed the crew. Who on earth are all of you? He asked. Nobody answered. Kyle got out of his chair and walked off frame, leaving Rachel alone with millions of viewers. Rachel started to attempt to entertain the audience herself. Eventually, the producer ended the broadcast early due to technical issues. Kyle woke up in his bed the next day remembering nothing about what happened, and Kyle forgot everything. So don't smash our head. Good to know. Oh man, after all that time travel. Well, browse social media. Kyle started to scroll through news articles on his phone. Read article. Stay up late with Kyle's ranked #1 and #2 show on television. Read more. New East Bridge being constructed after being found to not actually exist. Authorities investigating. Read more. Another grand larceny and crime spree streak. Evidence points to a perpetrator fleeing the country. More. Rachel May to unexpectedly leave the country on very, very long vacation after interview tonight. What? More. Who is the bug vigilante recently spotted pursuing larcenies? Kyle fails to show up to several charity events. Bug vigilante shows up to charity events with fresh baked pastries. Donations flourish. Hot dogs making resurgence as fuel source for both humans and tugboats. More. Phone model recall. Technogem stores blame overuse by customers. More. Kyle's phone exploded. His hands from overuse. Okay, well. So I think we have to scroll until we get to the Rachel thing, and then I don't know, time travel, I guess. Set a desk. Check destroyer. Right, we need the flashlight. Check destroyer. Change. Back to desk. Back to room. Hallway. Leave apartment. Visit tech. Buy batteries. Insert. Back. Turn. Return. Return. Open. Inspect. Damn. Not enough time. So we're nudist. Okay. No clothes. It's probably gonna be the same thing. Nudist. Yeah. Okay. So social. Read. More. Get out of bed. Set a desk. Check. Flashlight. Back. Check. Change. Back. Back. Hallway. Hopefully we can eat on the second go, but I don't know. I don't know if we pass out. Leave apartment. Tech store. Batteries. Turn the street. Turn the apartment. Bedroom. Open. Flashlight. More. I want to tell time right now. More. So that was like the perfect amount of time, I think. So maybe that's on purpose. Okay. Open closet. Choose an outfit. Slick suit. Back to room. Hallway. Kitchen. Fridge. Breakfast. Eat. Kitchen. Hallway. What else do we gotta get? I should have consumed Gabby. That's another thing we haven't done yet. I think we're done with the tech store, right? Move to kitchen, leave apartment. I feel like we're done with the tech store. Neighbor. Middle-aged. Greet. Ask Gabby about Gabby. Gabby, ask Kyle, tell me about yourself. Gabby stiffened. Oh, you know, she said, putting on a fake smile. I just sit around here. Yes, I don't get around much, never go out at night. I just stay here, right here. Gabby glared at Kyle. Convinced by Gabby's statement, Kyle bid her goodbye and returned to the street. Back to street. So all we can do is just consume her then. Because I think that was it. I don't think there's any branches from asking her about Rachel. Tech store. Free sample. We already ate. We got our suit. I mean, we could have prepared questions. Shit, we might have. That probably was what we were supposed to do with the whole time travel thing, and then getting the reading about the article. Said nothing. Turn to apartment. Set a desk. Write notes. Smile. Shake hands. Just no more introduction. Very ready. What? We don't have notes. Did we break the game? Hold on. Okay. Exit. Interesting. I guess we broke the game. Alright. Okay. Black puppets, Harry. No food, no clothes. Alright. Is famous. Skip. Social media. Get out of bed. Sit at desk. Check desk. Flashlight. But yeah, I guess this time we'll check. We'll consume Rachel. Or what's her face? Gabby. For our food. Back to desk. Back to room. Leave apartment. Tech store. Batteries. Flashlight. Back to tech shop. Street. Apartment. Bedroom. Closet. Flashlight. More. Travel time. That's awesome. That's like right on time. So maybe this is like the correct path. Sit at desk. Write notes. So I feel like that would appear there. But maybe not. There's like something here that we need to... Diet tips. Back to room. Closet. Suit. Back to room. Leave apartment. Downstairs neighbor. Oh yeah, we never... Were we nude when we talked to Gabby? Consume Gabby. Kyle unhitched his jaw and swallowed Gabby whole. Job done. Kyle returned to the middle of the street. Back to hallway. Kyle walked out in the middle of the road and took a long pondering look around him. Shit, what are we supposed to do for 10 hours? We already wrote questions. We can't check the locked door because that gives us amnesia. Bedroom. Resources is Harry. Leave him for another time. Kyle decided Harry could wait until another day and quietly folded a pile of filth back on top of him. Hallway. Leave apartment. Return to apartment. It's a glamorous woman with an air of... Kyle responded. I was like waiting for the Gabby thing to come and play. Introduce Rachel. Kyle motion Rachel. Kyle collapsed on the floor. But wait, we consumed Gabby. What? That doesn't count? Okay. Damn. Alright. How does that not count? Alright, so we'll read article. I guess we consume Gabby and then eat something. Okay, get out of bed. Sit at desk. Check in desk. Change. Yeah, we need to be nude too. I guess we'll be nude when, well, I don't know. Just not enough time, I don't think. That'll probably have to be like a different ending. Turn to street. Bedroom, closet. Take box look for later. But how do you have enough? Well, I guess I can kind of see that. Take box for later. More. Several hours of preparation. We need like the flashlight to be permanent, if that's possible. I don't know why we can't use our phone's flashlight though. I mean, maybe it's a flip phone, I guess. Alright, so... Man, I don't know if we've prepared questions. But last time we did, right, it broke the game. So we have to. Right, okay. Let's go for the silly questions, I guess. Check chest drawer. No, back to room. Hallway. Shit, forgot to put on clothes. Bedroom, closet. Suit, room, hallway, kitchen, fridge, breakfast, eat, kitchen, hallway, leave. Shit, no. Leave, neighbor, more, consume. Okay. Okay, I think we did it. Kyle hurried. Answer politely. Shake hands. Start broadcast. So my mother. So yeah, that one doesn't make her not smile. It's got to be the "Am I a mother?" Because then this one doesn't. This one makes it awkward. And I guess it is the puppy one, maybe. Very guilty. Oh shit. Rachel did not answer her eyelids. Call police? Oh shit. This is new. Okay. Cal put out his phone, dialed the police. Hello, police, the call. I believe I found a criminal. As she began to run towards the exit on her way, she swatted Kyle's phone out of his hand. Tripper. Kyle stuck out his leg. Rachel stumbled and crashed to the floor. But in the moment she was on her feet, she drew a blunt weapon seemingly out of thin air and started to swing at Kyle. Kyle, having nothing to defend himself with, was smacked repeatedly in the head. Kyle lost consciousness several times, but somehow managed to upright. Rachel, thinking Kyle had not been incapacitated, continued her assault. Eventually, standing upright or not, became apparent that Kyle had been adequately incapacitated. Wait a second. Was there dialogue change during the "Are you guilty"? I wonder. Or maybe it's because we had the phone that's why that changed. I don't know. I don't know what triggers. Adequately incapacitated. So we need the suit of armor. Rachel looked around, slightly guiltily, and shuffled out the door. In the following days, Rachel disappeared from the country. Crime rates plummeted. Kyle is credited with cracking the case on a crime spree. Nevertheless, Rachel was never caught. Interesting. Let Rachel go. Okay, so All right. Self. Because I wonder if this has to do. This has to do with it, right? But okay. I think we. What if we like start with the "Are you guilty?" question? Evidence. Rachel May. Okay. Get out of bed. Desk. Drawer. Flashlight. Desk. Drawer. Change. Desk. I guess we can also do the nude thing to Gabby. Because then we'd just go back to the apartment and then eat and then put on the suit of armor. Write notes for interview. No, right. Leave. Tech store. Batteries. Back for a bit. Sounds good. Some shenanigans just happened. So the mystery is afoot. And by the way, what the fuck is this game? Well, this is Kyle, and he's very famous. So we're trying to interview this person named Rachel May. And I don't know, there's something about her that's a little odd. So now we return to our street, return to our apartment. Shit. Back to hallway, bedroom, closet. I don't know if that's enough time. More time, travel time. Okay, cool. We just made it in just in time. So we do have enough time to like mess around a bit. So now we're traveling through time. We get more time. All right, we want to be naked first. So kitchen, fridge, breakfast, eat, kitchen, hallway, leave, downstairs neighbor. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Green star. Good morning, neighbor. Oh, does she not care that we're naked? Interesting. Always be naked when Rachel's around. Oh, we've done that. We just haven't done it with Gabby. Ask Gabby about Rachel. Gabby, Kyle asks, what are your true thoughts about Rachel May? Oh, Rachel? She's a wonderful woman. Her generous acts have inspired more good work than bad. Okay. Back to street. So that's still the same. So it doesn't matter if we're naked when we talk to Gabby, I guess. I don't know. It's odd. Bedroom. Oh, right, the questions. Outfit. Armor. More. Back to room. Desk. Notes. This one. This one. This one. And this one. Back to desk. Back to room. Showtime. Approach Rachel. Politely. Shake hands. More. Are you guilty? There's questions on the floor, stood up and pointed at Rachel. Rachel's eyes twitched. Guilty of what, dear Kyle? Guilty of your crimes. Oh shit. So that's still the same, it's just we have the option to call the police now. Rachel began to run. Tripper. Kyle stuck out of his leg. Rachel stumbled and crashed to the floor. But the moment she was on her feet, she drew a blunt weapon sitting out in air. Before Kyle had a chance to react, a figure burst through a roof and blocked Rachel's attack. What? It was a middle-aged woman in a bug-shaped mask. She was brandishing a bug-shaped stick. The woman began to fight with Rachel, flickering her weapon back and forth with surprising speed. Rachel tried to fight back, but it was obvious she was no match for the interceptor. With one quick move, the bug vigilante drew her foot high above her head and drove it straight into Rachel's hand. The weapon clattered to the floor. Rachel attempted to run again, but was met with a stick to her legs. She fell at the feet of a police officer just arriving from Kyle's call. Rachel was charged with 7 cases of grand larceny. After her first month in jail, Rachel started a reality TV show filmed in her cell about prison cooking. Oh wow. I'm drawing a blank at the name. Rachel... Not Rachel Ray. Margaret? No. Mary? No. Rachel Ray? No, not Rachel Ray. Who was the Martha Stewart? There we go. Got it. Show gained immense popularity, and somehow the public began to love Rachel all the more. Kyle made guest appearances on Rachel's show many times. The identity of the public vigilante was never known. She remained a mysterious but important part of local law enforcement. And Rachel started a new show. But what happened to the armor? Because I thought, you know, that would be a thing. It makes me think like we got a bad ending. Because, I mean, she's still... I don't know. Like, how do we catch her? How do we stop her? But I don't know. I mean, that seems like a crazy ending. So what happens if... Yeah, I guess let's figure out what happens if we do this without going to Gabby. Because I didn't realize that would, that would be a thing. Never expected that. My expectations were subverted. So now, desk, drawer, flashlight, desk, change, room, leave, text store, batteries, street, apartment, bedroom, closet. And I also wonder about the time machine. Like how does that play where we take it for later? But it's like there's no, well, I don't know. There might be time that we can buy. Travel time. I feel like I can put the suit on already and then inspect, yeah. Because that would save some time. Outfit, armor, more. Questions. I guess none of these matter. It's just the guilty one. And then calling the police. Although, okay. If we don't have a vigilante, the police doesn't arrive in time. So... yeah, I don't know. Bugs, I guess? Gossip? Did we ever do gossip? We never did gossip. Huh. Bugs. Save for later. Stash the Rayleigh mask for later use. What else? Well, we gotta eat. So, bedroom, kitchen, fridge, breakfast, eat. What else can we do? Lock door. Because we have the helmet, maybe this breaks it. Use of his face. Shit. Okay, well, this didn't work. Well, looks like we're getting the amnesia ending. Okay. I think, yeah. Damn it. We've already seen this. I don't think anything different's gonna happen, so. I mean, I know we prepared the notes. BRB, sounds good. Yeah, okay. Read article. Very long vacation. Get a bed. Maybe that doesn't affect things. Like, we just call the police already. I wonder. Like, we don't have to waste 6 hours browsing social media. But I think we can Maybe not. Maybe that's not enough time. Shit. Trust drawer. Yeah, that's not enough time. Restart. Excuse me. Get out of bed. Set a desk. Change. Back to room, hallway, tech store, batteries. Yeah, we never did the gossip one. We could do that next. Just want to see what happens if, I guess we can, yeah, we can collect the bugs. Maybe that's something that happens during the fight. Turn to street. Turn to apartment, bedroom, closet. It just sucks that we have 3 hours. I don't think we can eat or anything, right? Or maybe we can eat Gabby? No, that's probably not enough time. I don't know. Travel time. Closet, outfit, armor. Interview. Back to room. Hallway, kitchen, fridge. Eat. Oh, right, the bugs. Save for later. We never got the key that we can open, unless we're like a ghost, but then we can't browse social media, so I don't know. A lot. It's a lot to keep track of. Open the closet, sit at desk, scavenge. I don't know what to do. Drawer, key. Back to room. Approach Rachel. Are you guilty? Trevor. Wait, what? So, okay. So we have to eat Gabby. Okay. So we have to eat Gabby. Okay. Grand larceny. So what happens if we eat Gabby? Sit at desk. Check. Okay. Flashlight. Change. Write notes for interview. We can't eat Gabby right now. We have to do it in the second playthrough. Or the second when we time travel. Okay. Tech store, batteries, change. I just didn't, I thought by talking to Gabby that activated the vigilante thing. I didn't realize we had to like do that. So I did that, so I guess I did that accidentally then, by eating Gabby. I just had the suit on, right? Okay. So that's what it was. But now we have the suit of armor, so now I guess we see what happens. Text store, right. I just have to make sure I'm not rushing things. Closet. Travel time. Okay. So closet, outfit, armor. Do we scavenge? Do we have enough time to scavenge? I don't know. We have to write the questions though. Back to room. I think we can scavenge. Save for later. Back to bedroom. Kitchen, fridge, breakfast, eat. Kitchen, hallway, leave. More, consume. Alright, we got her. We got her. So now, hopefully this does it. Answer politely. I wonder if spinning like causes us to vomit Gabby. I wonder if that's the thing. Choose Rachel. This is all the same. Are you guilty? Call police. Tripper. Kyle, having nothing to find himself with, was smacked repeatedly in the head. What? Damn. But we have a suit of armor. How does that not... I don't know. Come on. Yeah, she's... I don't know. Alright, I guess we do this gossip one. Let's see what happens there. Exit bed. Maybe it could be a ghost, but we're already here. So scavenge, gossip.
What are you so happy about?
What? Kyle firmly pressed his ear onto the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fights Miss Stewers. There was a stunned silence. Then a door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. It's quite enough. Interesting. So that's the reveal that Gabby is the vigilante. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe we don't prepare questions in that case. Choose an outfit. Suit of armor, still. Hallway, kitchen, fridge, breakfast, eat. I don't know what else to do. I guess we could confront Gabby? Oh shit. It's not time. More. Start a conversation. Ask Gabby about being a vigilante. Gabby, yes, Kyle. Are you the bug vigilante? For a moment, Gabby looked stunned, but then she realized his seriousness. Gabby nodded once. Door shut in Kyle's face. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long, pondering look around him. So that was... I mean, that didn't do anything. Hurry to the set. Or maybe we're supposed to confront... I don't know. Confront Gabby about that? Instead of eating her? I wonder. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. scream and spin in circles. Gossip about neighbor. Let's try that. Good evening, everybody, said Kyle. My neighbor is a bug vigilante. With nothing more to say on the matter, he fell silent. Rachel, also on camera, stared at her hands and wondered when she was going to be introduced. Bruce started to cut. After several minutes, neighbor Gabby walked out onto set. Hi, everyone, she said, smiling hollowly. My name is Gabby, and I'm not a bug vigilante. False. Kyle looked at Gabby and then returned to staring forwards. Gabby began to reply, but was interrupted by a bug-shaped intercom on her belt. Bug girl, it squawked. A robbery is in progress on East 3rd. Report immediately. Gabby threw the intercom on the ground and crushed it under her foot. After a beat, she spoke again. Something has come up suddenly and I must go. Gabby left the set. Well, said Kyle, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thanks for joining us, Rachel. Kyle got up, shook Rachel's hand and walked past the cameras, leaving her alone. Not knowing what else to do, the producers ended the broadcast. The coming days, fans of both Rachel and Kyle have dubbed this show as a masterpiece of television. Stay up late with Kyle's online pages were updated to reflect this broadcast as the most popular ever. Kyle's producers later tried to have Rachel on the show again, but she was very, very, very busy. Alright. Kyle talked about Gabby. Alright. Well, we have 9 more endings to go. Right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What else is there? I mean, besides confronting, yeah, I guess that's the only thing we can do. Also, I'm adjusting my seat again. Also, let me drink water real quick. It's been 2 hours, so BRB, 5 minutes. Alright, I am back. So now, I forgot what we were gonna do. Follow me in my in-dev project. Cool stuff. I don't know. So, I guess we bring up a guide. I mean, I don't know what else to like tinker with. Well, I guess there was that talk to Gabby about Rachel, right? So I guess we browse social media, read article. I don't know if we gossip yet, right? There's probably not enough time to do that in this 30 hours. So read more. Okay, get a bed. Sit at desk. Check drawer. Flashlight. Check drawer. Change. Desk. I mean, rating that doesn't give us an item, so I don't know if that affects things, but you have to believe. Back to room, hallway, apartment, tech store, batteries, tech shop. What else? Give review a free sample. No, right. I don't know why I'm blinking out on stuff that we've already done. Then again, it's been like 2 hours. This is a movie. We're getting to Irishman length. Alright. Closet, flashlight, more, travel time. Bedroom. Closet. Suit of armor, more. Sit at desk, write notes. Are you guilty? Back to room, scavenge, gossip.
What are you so happy about?
It's quite enough. Hallway, kitchen, fridge, eat. Hallway. I don't think there's enough time. Damn. Yeah, there's not enough time. Approach Rachel. We already gossiped about her, so more. Maybe we don't eat. I don't know. Like, we have to figure this out. More. But we have to eat, because then we just pass out. I don't know. Are you guilty? I mean, the same thing's gonna happen. So, let her go. Rachel disappeared out of the door, never to be seen again. In the coming days, the grand larcenies that have been plaguing the city stopped. Kyle was credited with exposing Rachel's crime spree, but nobody remembered in a couple weeks. A month later, in the European city that Rachel had planned her vacation to, crime rates skyrocketed. Kyle solves a crime. Alright. So once again, I guess we don't eat. I don't know. Okay, get out of bed. Desk. Drawer. Flashlight. Desk. Drawer. Change. Desk. Back to room. Exit. Leave. Tech store. Flashlight. Tech shop. Leave. Bedroom. Closet. Flashlight. Travel time. I feel like we have to prepare the question though. Maybe yeah, right. Suit of armor doesn't matter. So never mind. Oh shit. That was a waste of 2 hours. We should exit. Yeah, waste time. Get a bed. Sit at desk. Flashlight. Change. Back to room. Leave apartment. Street, apartment, bedroom, closet. Travel time. Closet, outfit, suit. Desk, notes. Desk, room, scavenge, gossip.
What are you so happy about?
Bedroom, apartment, neighbor, greet, you the bug. So there's nothing there. Okay. Alright. Well, I think we're passing out. Shake hands. Yeah, we just pass out. So we have to eat something. Alright. Let's bring up the guide. I don't know. Just stumped. So let's go to menu. I think, yeah, top search. Go ahead and paste it in chat. For those that want to know what I'm using. So you can follow along. Alright. Oh, so it's in order too. Good interview, no food, no clothes. 8 bug ball, not the endings. Effie, don't look! Okay. Techno gym, died. Eat breakfast, wear clothes, have no questions answered. Have no questions prepared. Select the option to play dead when it appears. You've already completed one ending. I don't think Effie can hear, which is fine. because, yeah, we'll just type it. But alright. We have a mission. We've got to see these... We've got to see these endings. So, exit bed. Wear clothes. No questions prepared. Hallway, kitchen, fridge. Eat. I think that's it. I guess we just waste time here. This is all we can do. All right. Answer. More. I think it's... Not ever about prepare any notes for the interview. Okay. So, play dead. Right, I forgot these two options, because we did this one first. Play dead. Kyle slumped in his seat and played dead. Kyle, what are you up to? Asked Rachel, still smiling. Kyle did not respond and hoped nobody would ask questions. Kyle, why are you pretending to be dead? Asked Rachel. I can see you breathing. Kyle held his breath. The producer whispered to Rachel over her earpiece. But then again, it's me and chronically dumb girls always finish last. Oh, man. Okay. I think we're good. Producer whispered to Rachel over her earpiece, give him a couple of slaps across the face and see if he wakes up. Rachel got up from her chair, walked to Kyle, and slapped him firmly across the face. Rachel slapped Kyle continuously, trying to get him to stop play acting. Other members of the crew stepped into the frame to start slapping Kyle as well. Soon, Kyle was lost in the amazement of people around him, all slapping his face with both hands. The slapping went on for many hours. Kyle did not wake up. Eventually, Kyle did not need to pretend to be unconscious. Kyle prepared by dying. Alright. Let's do that again. Except this time, we run away. Back to room. Kitchen. Breakfast. Eat. Kitchen. Pantry. We're just speed running this game. I mean, it just tells you the steps. It doesn't tell you what occurs. So that's a good part of it. I wonder, can you use keyboards? No. You have to click. Did not prepare, so run away. Kyle ejected from his seat and ran out of the studio as quickly as possible. After it became apparent that Kyle was not coming back, the producer ended the episode and everyone went home. Kyle prepared by running away. Nice. Actually, exit endings. So, gossip. Time travel 1. Okay. So what do we do? Collect the flashlight. Okay. So we exit. Set at desk. I guess we don't have to browse social media then. I don't know. Collect the flashlight and spare change. Select the blue option to buy batteries with change from the tech shop. Steel Techno Gem. Okay. Back to room. Exit. Leave. Tech store. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. I don't think that gives us enough time. Whoops. Damn it. Set at desk. Flashlight. Change. Room. Tech store, batteries. Steel gym. So now... Okay, I guess we go back to the apartment. Select the take box for later option. Oh wait, that's not it. Time travel. Use Technogem to upgrade. Kyle pulled out the electronics from Technogem's eyes and fingers and started shoving them into the box. The box began to rattle, imbued with the power of the important technology found on Technogem. Suddenly, with a pop and a fizz, Kyle found himself taken back to 19th century Europe. Kyle was riding inside of a horse-drawn carriage. He was surrounded by poofy dresses and shocked faces. Every face was stone cold, made of copper, and definitely a robot. Kyle had found himself in Robo-Europe. The gathered robo-denizens had start spinning and shooting out alarm lasers from their mouths and ears. Kyle reacted quickly, by giving up and dying, by firing lasers from his mouth, by consuming the lasers for power. I think we consume. Kyle quickly started to consume all the lasers. Every laser he swallowed gave him more power. Soon, Kyle bloated up and just kind of fart exploded lasers all over the place. The force of the explosion pushed all beings, metal and not, out of the carriage with great velocity. Kyle landed in a nearby field in his head and immediately lost consciousness. While Kyle was asleep, the robot citizens plugged his body into a generator linked to their main power grid. Having energy sucked from his body kept Kyle in a pseudo-cryogenic state, keeping him unconscious and preserved. Robo-scientists began to use Kyle's energy production as a center of study, launching the robot world into a golden age. Kyle started to power all of the technological advancements of the robot world. Wars began to center around control of Kyle. Kyle was deemed as the most important discovery of the modern robot world. After humans took over the ancient robot civilizations, Kyle was mummified by the ancient Egyptians. Kyle was stolen from a museum in the early 1800s. He attempted to be smuggled across the Atlantic, but sank. Scientists uncovered him encased in ice in the Antarctic and shipped him by helicopter for study. On the way, Kyle was accidentally shoved out of the helicopter. He crash landed through the roof onto the bed in his apartment. After several days of lying unconscious in bed, Kyle began to stir. Kyle ended up in bed. Alright. Well then. So that was time travel number 1. It seems like there's different variations too, as far as like, because we saw with that eating lasers or whatnot. So I don't know. But I mean, we'll see what Effie comes up with. But for now, time travel number 2. Exit close. Open close. Choose an outfit. Slick suit. Back to room. Set at desk. Check flashlight. Change. So now we go to the tech shop. Okay. Leave. Tech store. Flashlight. Apartment. So, leave apartment? No. Bedroom. Closet. Flashlight. Take box for later. Kyle stashed the device for later use. Back to bedroom. I guess that's it. Okay. Approach Rachel. Cal responded. Answer politely. Might as well, Rachel. Time travel with Rachel. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle. Tonight, Rachel and I will time travel together. In one motion, Kyle grabbed Rachel's arm, pressed the red button on the time machine with his elbow. Kyle and Rachel were sent back to a time before human existence on Earth. They were standing next to a large lake. There was a forest behind them, full of singing birds. Lizards were everywhere. Kyle, dear, said Rachel, stern but not angry. You can't just do things like that. Rachel began digging in dirt, looking for small, smooth stones. I'm sorry, Rachel, said Kyle. I got a bit ahead of myself. Kyle began helping to look for stones. Well, it's okay, Kyle. I forgive you. Rachel took Kyle's stones and started to build a small stack on the ground. Kyle silently began sifting through the sand near the lake to find pure mud. Well, since we're here together, said Rachel, using nearby sticks to build a pyramid around the rocks. How are you? Oh, I'm fine, said Kyle, sticking pieces of shell together with the mud. I've been preparing for your interview all day. Rachel began to bundle nearby foliage into small power cells. Do you love being famous? She asked. Kyle used bones from the dead fish shore to start crafting some energy capacitors. That's an interesting question, Rachel, he answered. There's ups and downs. How about yourself? I think I'd love to be unknown with a loving family, said Rachel. Being so recognizable gets very lonely. Rachel started grabbing live birds as they flew by to make a nuclear reactor. Okay. I understand that incredibly well, said Kyle, extracting pure hydrogen from the lake using a reed siphon. Alright. There was a warm, understanding silence between them. After a few minutes, Kyle broke the silence. Can you pass me the arc welder when you're done? I need to weld these bioreactive plates together. Soon the pair had constructed a janky but workable return time machine. As they climbed in, Rachel and Kyle looked at each other. Both knew they had bonded. With the flick of a switch, the whir of an engine made out of beaver pelt, and some pops, the duo returned home. Later that evening, back at his apartment, Kyle thought about the time he had spent with Rachel. He was glad that they'd gotten the chance to take a trip together. Aww. That's a wholesome ending. Kyle and Rachel took a trip. So now what? Let's see. Okay. Endings. Oh wait, 4 more to go. Start. Skip. Exit bed. Open the closet. Suit. Now I'm hiccuping. Great. Drawer. Small key. So now we go back to the kitchen. It's a bedroom to hallway. Unlock with small key, look in pantry. Take a bottle of lard. Kyle grabbed a bottle of lard and stashed it on his person for later use. Back to kitchen. Okay. I think we're just good. So we just kill time. Okay. So politely. Oh, so is it during the no questions phase? Kyle collapsed. Oh, what? So we're supposed to eat something? Well, it didn't give me that. Alright. I guess that was implied. Okay. So we have to eat something. Outfit, suit, desk, key. Because, I mean, we didn't have to eat for time travel too. That's why I thought this guide would cover that. But it neglected that part. So eat breakfast. Small key. Back to kitchen. Hallway. Okay. Now we're good. Shake hands. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. Drink lard. Oh god. Alright. Dive right into this bottle, that is. Kyle pulled out his bottle of lard, bit the top off, and chugged it. Kyle's body rejected the lard. He began to spew chunks of lard and digestive fluid in every direction. Everything within a 10-foot radius was immediately covered, including Rachel. Kyle continued to vomit. Rachel bravely fought to stay seated amidst the vomit, hoping to save the show from disaster. Unfortunately, Kyle's vomit had covered all the cameras. There was no broadcast. Kyle finished spewing eventually. The broadcast was not recoverable. All present were sent home to try again another day. As Kyle got home, he made a mental note to refill his lard supply. Kyle consumed. Alright. 3 more endings. So we have to wither away. Shucks. Get out of bed. Float through locked doors, ghost. Exit bedroom to hallway. Check locked door. Float through. Go inside. So these were not here before. Okay. Kyle found himself in the room. He stashed the various items sent to him by fans. Supernatural artifact. This is one of the many mysterious artifacts Kyle has been sent over the years. We have to smash it. Kyle began pounding the mysterious artifact with both fists. Within a few hours, it's becoming dust. An ancient force trapped in the artifact is released and turned Kyle into a lizard demon. Kyle found himself in the room. He stashed the various... Oh, okay. Well then, I guess we just kill time. Okay. So that's one ending down. Unless we need to wear something. Sorry for the late reply. It's all good. Okay. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. Right. Rachel looked up and smiled. Rachel smiled to her horror. She realized she was looking at not a human, but a lizard demon. Pandemonium ensued. Scripts went flying. Crew members ran in all directions. Lights were knocked over. I hope you're having fun too. I'm gonna have to leave now. Have fun. Let's see. Good one. Okay. Up this last shred of oh shit! Did I skip? I skipped. As Kyle watched the chaos around him, his lizard demon form enveloped his last shred of humanity. Kyle grew to a massive size. Within several minutes, he had demolished the now empty set. A local force of 5 spunky teenagers in brightly colored apparel arrived at the scene to fight Kyle. As the teenagers swung at him with their spunky individualized weapons, Kyle pushed them over with his foot. Kyle rampage of his studio ruins continued. But in another part of the city, a hero was rising up. In a dusty apartment on the top floor of an old skyscraper in the oldest part of town sat a large man named Frank. Few people in the world knew that Frank existed. Fewer knew his name. Frank was watching local news. A story about the studio rampage was playing. Quickly, Frank got up from his chair. He opened a small door hidden behind a poster on his wall. Inside was an unbelievable mound of fat-ridden foods, unrefrigerated and fairly rotten. Frank began to consume the mound at a frightening rate. His body began to puff. Frank expanded faster and faster with each minute. He burst through the roof. Within minutes, Frank was a towering behemoth. He rolled across the city, rebounding off buildings and getting cheers from onlookers below. Approaching Kyle, Frank gave a long, painful heave upwards into the sky. To Kyle, the sky turned black. He looked upwards to see the monstrous figure hurtling towards him. And in a moment, Kyle was completely enveloped in a rubbery fat, unable to move or make noise. Frank was quite tired and passed out where he lay. Several years went by as Frank slumbered. As Kyle was held in Frank's warm, fatty embrace, his humanity began to return. When the first winter came, Frank's body recycled his fat for resources. Over many months, he shrank in size. Eventually, Kyle was human and Frank was thinned. They both walked away from the scene as new men. Neither realized how much time had passed. Kyle prepared by being a lizard. Interesting. Alright, 2 more to go. So we have to wither away. Float through a locked door. Okay, got a bed. I wonder if we have to eat and... We probably have to eat and wear clothes. So, exit, check locked door, float. Grab it. Kyle stashes the mysterious artifact for later use. Okay, back to hallway. Back to bedroom. Open. Okay. Bedroom. Kitchen. Fridge. I mean, I'm just doing this just in case. Because I don't know when the step pops up. Also gross noise. I guess bedroom? Yeah, I think we just kill time. Kyle heard to set. Okay. Throw artifact at Rachel. As she approached to shake his hand, Kyle produced the supernatural artifact and winged it at Rachel's face. Within moments of the artifact colliding with her head, Rachel started to turn to a lizard demon. Rachel began to cause destruction, tripping over lights and causing crew members to scatter. Kyle, realizing the disaster it caused, decided it was up to him to tame the monster. Throw crew members, throw self. Let's throw crew members. Kyle started to grab nearby crew members and hurl them at Rachel. The crew members rebounded off of Rachel on all sides, causing little to no damage to her or themselves. In a lizard demon rage, Rachel rushed at Kyle and drove him into the opposite wall face first. She began to pound Kyle's face into the wall repeatedly, littering it with head-sized holes. Kyle, having been in this situation before, felt he knew exactly what to do. Balling his fists, Kyle began to punch himself in the stomach repeatedly, causing loud gurgles and pops. Kyle's strategy did not help. He continued to be mashed into the wall. After a period of time, the artifact lodged in Rachel's face came loose and fell to the floor. Rachel immediately turned into normal human self. The studio, now in shambles, flicked to life. The broadcast started automatically. Kyle, unable to move properly, became aware that the eyes of many were upon him. Kyle tried to address the audience, but instead spewed some mixture of breakfast, phlegm, and chunks of wall. Kyle's spewing video became a very hot meme. Online personalities used it to express distaste about social issues. Teenagers sent each other about homework amounts. Rachel's broadcast was rescheduled for the following week. Fans complained about not being able to see Rachel's face as she wore protective headgear the entire time. Wow. Rachel prepared by being a lizard. Well, just 1 more to go. But you know, I feel like we should start this from the beginning. We'll read everything. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. That's just a nice thought. Screw it. Let's just do it. So we have to wither away. Shucks. Get out of bed. We have to collect flashlight and chain. Change, not chain. Okay. Prepare your questions with "Are you guilty?" selected. This is weird that we're doing this already. Okay, back to desk. Back to room. Exit. Leave. Tech store, buy batteries. Okay, insert. Turn to street. Turn to apartment, turn to bedroom. Inspect, more, travel time. Nice. So we did it, okay. So that's, okay, so we have to prepare questions first. Interesting, I didn't realize there was time for that. Back to bedroom. Wear clothes. I guess clothes don't matter, so for the sake of the finale, let's wear a suit of armor. Oh shit, maybe that was a bad thing. Because the time, right, maybe that was bad. Whoops. You have to eat breakfast. Float through locked door. Go inside. Get the laser claymore. Okay. Expecting a battle, Kyle grabbed the laser claymore. Back to room. So, so this is our weapon to defend ourselves with. Okay. Back to hallway, leave apartment, visit downstairs neighbor. Consume Gabby. Oh, okay. So we did have time. Nice. Kyle unhinged his jaw. Alright. So we had plenty of time to kill. It's just that initial part. So I didn't realize, okay, so laser claymore was the thing. Turn to apartment. Got our clothes, we've got our meal, we've got our weapon, we've consumed Gabby. We are a ghost. Alright. So now we just skip on through till we get to the questions. Are you guilty? Guilty of your crimes. Call the police. Kyle pulled out his phone, dialed the police. Hello, police, settled Kyle. I believe I found a criminal. Rachel began to run towards the exit. On her way, she swatted Kyle's phone out of his hand. Trip her. Kyle stuck out his leg. Rachel stumbled and crashed to the floor. More. But in a moment, she was on her feet. She drew a blunt weapon, swinging out the air, and started to swing at Kyle. Kyle produced his laser claymore and blocked her first offenses. A grand fight between the two started, but blow was traded for blow, spins, flips. Rachel threw a large swing towards Kyle's head. He blocked forcefully, sending himself forwards. Kyle and Rachel found themselves inches away from each other, face to face, weapons crossed. As they looked at each other, something magical happened. Kyle thought about all the times Rachel had smiled at him. Kyle thought about her witty, polite answers. Rachel began to think about how intelligently Kyle had prepared just to talk to her. She thought about how he lived, not magnificently, but in a small, cluttered apartment. Kyle and Rachel had slowly, insidiously been falling in love. Kyle and Rachel's lock was broken. They continued to fight back and forth, but their eyes never parted. Rachel spun around, leg out. She kicked Kyle's claymore out of his hand. She grabbed Kyle by the front of the shirt and tugged him close. Perhaps, she whispered to him, the last thing I should steal is your heart. Rachel's a phantom thief, did you know? Rachel pecked Kyle on the lips and slid out of the door, disappearing. In the following days, Rachel was not found. Many sums of money and artifacts that had been stolen from museums and banks were returned overnight. Small amounts of the sums were missing. Equal amounts were donated anonymously to homeless charities. Kyle spit Gabby back out after his fight with Rachel. She continued to be a vigilante and stop many crimes. After receiving a note one night under his door, Kyle took a sudden vacation to a city in Europe. Although he had stated to his fans it would be a short trip, he never returned. Slowly, Kyle fell out of the common mind. News outlets began to cover other topics. Reruns stopped airing. Kyle faded into obscurity. But it's rumored that a couple from the US has started a family on the coast of the British Isles. and they seem quite happy to not be famous anymore. Kyle was famous. Well, there we go. I don't think I would have gotten that. Well, because I don't think we saw the laser claymore or the supernatural artifact, right? Maybe we did. I don't know. That was fun. It's a good time. Nice distraction from Darksiders 2. Yeah. I'm okay with looking it up. Because I just had no idea. Yeah. I mean, we looked it up for Stanley Parable as well, for whatever we missed. It just got to a point where it's like, alright, what can we do? But yeah, good stuff. Good game. Good times. Kyle Was Famous by John Zimansky. Zymansky? I don't know. But yeah. Looking forward to seeing what Effie thinks of it on Saturday when she streams it. But nice short game. Good times. But yeah. That's gonna do it. So thanks to Red, Effie. I'll be waiting here, and I think that was it. Thanks again to Puggles for the follow in the last session, and we'll catch you later. Have a good one. Bye.